Greetings, my name is Aya. We'll be working with your life path, and if you're looking for your personal year, please look in the timestamp in the description box below or the comment section. Peace.
Because nine is a combination of all the planets. And I just looked it up and it said Mars or Scorpio energy. I don't think so. I don't think so. You guys are like the gurus of, I was going to say Jupiter. I would say Jupiter and Pluto, or Jupiter and Scorpio. I'm making up my own shit. Bear with me, because I don't agree. Okay, and this is how things are innovated when somebody speaks up and say, I think something different. So whatever. I have a scientific mind as well, white man. Yeah, I would say that would be Jupiter and Scorpio energy, or Uranus and Scorpio energy. Because you guys are definitely here to break free from your family and become a mystic. And a lot of you guys have a hard time with that. Just the life path number 9 in general. You know what? Let me say something. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. My name is Aya. And we're going to be doing life path number 9. General synopsis. And then a Celtic spread reading. If you're looking for your personal year, it's after this video, okay? Life path number 9 is very special to me because I know that you guys carry a lot of karmic energy and a lot of wisdom, and you're like a spiritual mother and a spiritual father to other people, and you spend your life trying to fit in and be like everybody else, but you're not like everybody else, and everybody knows it, and everybody like puts their weight and leans in on you because you have maybe your heart chakra is more developed than other people's. Like you are a bridge spiritually and emotionally, and sometimes even financially. A lot of times you've accumulated a lot of lessons and from past lives, and you were born into a family that gives you almost everything you need, but they won't set you free. They won't set you free and let you completely rise, and you have to take it. And that's kind of like what's hard for you guys. It's like really being you in this world means that you have to let go of your fears of standing out. So to me, you guys are ruled by like a Uranus and Scorpio type energy. Give me a Pluto in the 11th house type energy. Or I'm making this up because I looked up what people say. I don't know who these people are, but they need to do more research. They haven't observed anything. I just feel like, what? Anytime I be reading stuff, I be like, people are lazy as hell. They don't like take the time to really feel and interview people, talk to somebody. God damn it, putting stuff up online and putting stuff up in books, and you don't know what the hell you talking about, and you just going off of what you read and you're repeating it. I don't like that shit. And so it also gives me like a Uranus and Scorpio, because they said it's Mars Scorpio energy, and I'm like, number 9, the accumulation of like all the numbers. You just gonna say Mars kaput, that's it? I don't think so. We're just gonna start off with a general synopsis for life path 9. Life path 9. Life path 9. feel in my heart when I talk about you guys. Life Path 9. So the card that comes out in the middle is Purusha, and it's reverse. Okay? That's the embodiment of masculine and feminine energy. Think of that symbol. Who drew it? Leonardo or Da Vinci, with the man like, and with the body anatomically quote unquote perfect or whatever, or the Vastu Shastra symbol with the body inside of the square, inside of the home. Like all of the energies at play are at play inside of the human body, and our bodies are a symbol of soul. And if that energy is reversed, that means you're not in touch with that energy. And oftentimes, because maybe I haven't drawn a card about like breaking up in a relationship, I often see this card in connection to relationships being broken up, like the masculine and feminine energy being broken up, because it's also a symbol of Prakriti and Purusha, okay, in Hindu. And then the rainbow card, which is often used, it comes out because I made it to mean about the promises of God and being in alignment with the promise that God has for you in your life. And it often comes out as a symbol of needing like Reiki healing, like needing to get in alignment with your path. And Reiki healing does do that. I feel like it's a very gentle, cheap way to get started if you need help in that area. If you're having if you're having a disconnect with your soul, that's a big deal. Okay. Life path number 9. Ooh, I love that rain, and I love the wind. I love thunder, and I love lightning. Life path 9. And I'm also goofy. Yes. The Bloodstone card rarely comes out lately. Honestly, it was only really coming out for me when I pull these cards for myself. Life path 9. Okay. Okay, you guys are having some very powerful energies. I can't wait to read this for you. Now, Bloodstone is a jade type crystal, but I'm like, because I love Bloodstone. My Bloodstone that I carry around with me everywhere, I charged it up very well, and I feel very connected to it. But it is used to purify your blood. Think of purifying your bloodline, connection to your ancestors. There's a purification process that you're going through. There's a need for protection of your energy. There's a need for you to cover yourself. That's why this card most of the time is coming out. I'm feeling that as I'm talking about it. It's like you need to get in deep connection with your ancestors, and that will help in your connection with your soul. That's a totally deep subject, and maybe an individual counseling session is stored for you. With me, you can go to my website and first contact me. You can email me before you pay for anything, because I like to make sure that I have the time slots available for you. But by the time I release, I don't feel like my schedule should be filled up or anything. It's not. It has. Lately, I have spurts of busyness. I'll have like 2 or 3 days where I'm like swamped, And then I'll be like, why isn't anybody calling me? That's how it is when you have your own business. You'd be like, hey, you know, but then it'll be like a windfall of people. And I'll be like, I need to clear my energy. Spirit will be like, pick a struggle. So yeah, this Bloodstone energy is about you, like, is about you getting in deep with what needs to be purified and cleansed. You're and the fairy tale cards coming out. This is also in connection with your soul. So you're on this hero's journey, and you are coming in contact with a choice of, are you going to come down out of the tower and have an adventure and connect your feminine and masculine energy. The feminine energy, the good girl or the good boy type of energy, is like, does everything her mama or daddy says, even to the point of negating their true self and their true purpose and adventure in life. But this fairy tale card, when it's upright, is saying that you are deciding that you want to live on the wild side. Come on down out the tower, connect with your masculine energy, and live, honey. Live. And so you might have, of course you do, energies around you that are saying, don't come out the tower. It's not safe. You know, you don't know what you're doing. You're not ready, you know. But you really need to tap into another part of you so that you can feel alive. And that's per Usha card that we saw. Am I competing with the rain? You guys probably can't hear it as loud as me, but to me, I'm like, you guys, I don't know. Do I need to close the window? Maybe that helps. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're getting messages, and I'm surprised. Am I missing my altar card? Because the altar card, usually, when I was first doing all these readings, that altar card was coming out on every hand. And now all these other cards be coming out. Because usually when you need to, well, maybe the altar card is taking a break, child. Did I drop it? Do I need to draw another one? What's T? I'm sorry. No, it's here. All right. I didn't lose it. Because I'm like, all right. Okay, so this is a purification process of you learning how to trust your instincts, and breaking away. Now, this is a breakup from like your homie, lover, friend, a relationship gone sour, a relationship gone bad. And it's maybe because you're deciding to choose yourself over other people in general. Saraswati comes out. I need to really finish her. But the thing is, anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Saraswati is about knowledge. Brahma has the power to create the universe, but he didn't have the knowledge. So he created Saraswati. And Saraswati is used in practice for people who are learning, for people who are creative. As you can see her guitar right here for me. And she's a mathematician. She is an intellectual. And underneath Saraswati is the study card. So maybe you purifying yourself, getting into your ancestor energy, you will find that you are a highly intelligent being. And maybe there's some things that are missed. Maybe you need to study your bloodline and you need to study your ancestors. I don't know. I was thinking about that today. You know, how people really need to study the ground that they're under, because that's your ancestors. You know, you gotta find that respect for where you came from. in order to be grounded and know and trust your instincts on where you're going. Next to Saraswati is the Saffron card, which is about power, prosperity. Saffron is enjoyed by the goddess Ushas. It's like one of the most expensive, they say sabor here, flavors, herbs. Is it a herb? It's like the saffron of the flower is the stems, and that's why it's so expensive. Oftentimes when I go to little markets to get it, it's behind the counter, child, because they don't want people stealing it. Now some places they have it out, but a lot of places do not play with their saffron. Okay, so on my goddess altar to the goddess Ushas, which is the goddess of awakening, I have some saffron for her, because we want to have power and prosperity and beauty, and we want to be a rare being. This is the card that's in the center for you. This is about, it looks like it's about you coming into your power, coming into your own prosperity, and having these symbols and stuff around you, which is why we make altars. They are a symbol of the altar of our mind. So whatever it is that you're reading, whatever it is you're looking at, whatever it is you're listening to, that is what you will be. Okay? The next to that is the Wolves card, which is another card about your individuality, but more intensely standing alone. Wolves are known, they can run in packs. They're really good at family and intimacy, but they are also very good at going at it alone. A loner, a wolf, a loner wolf. And in order to walk alone, you really have to have a strong inner constitution about who you are. And it looks like you already do. But in the past, you've been, maybe you thought that, because what's above this is this homie, lover, friend card, reverse, which is kind of sad, because I see that Life Path 9 tends to struggle with, you know, this versus that. If I'm in a relationship, it's going to take over my whole life. Now, that's not to say that I'm not just talking about romance. It could be also friends and family as well. This could denote needing to spend time alone and feeling comfortable in your own skin. You know, a lot of people long for that, which is probably why people are drawn to you and they want to be close to you, because they want a little of that. This is kind of sexy energy. Okay, we already looked at the study card. Lavender is underneath saffron. I love my card so much. And that's about relaxation, simply put. You don't relax. The stain card is reversed, which is a good reverse though. You're starting to see that your flaw is like your perfect, your perfect imperfections. Your imperfections are a part of who you are. You're learning to accept yourself. That's what this Wolves card is about, as like self-acceptance. The Wolves card is inspired by my favorite book, The Women Who Run with the Wolves, which is about getting in contact with the wild feminine energy, which is why the woman and the wolf. Girl, I love that card. I love this card so very much. Okay. So none of the new cards that I just drew came out. I was hoping they did, but maybe they shouldn't. Well, the David and Goliath card is a good one. Okay. You're not doing too terrible, but let's look at your Celtic spread to see what's going on as far as like a good old storyline. I'm gonna put these cards to the side, and then we will use them as a reference. I'll be like, see, I told you, my card said this. That's what I do during the reading. Just like that. All right. Life path 9. Automatically. Knight of Swords. King of Pentacles reversed. And then the 9 of Pentacles. All right. So it's like you want to charge forth. Okay, this could be you. Most likely it's you. Because there's a king crossing it. Okay? Let me sit with that before I start making assumptions and calling your names. Life path 9. There's people around. There's all these people here. All these characters, queens and kings and knights. Oh my. I'll take this. And I'll take this. Okay. There's a lot of people here. It's a lot of, okay, court cards. So it's starting off with the Knight of Swords, and crossing it is the King of Pentacles reverse. And it's like, I feel like, you know what I hate the most about readings online? It's because I feel like I can't take my time. Because after I cut this video off, and I have some, and I go like, and it's going to come to me more clearer than when I was on camera, and it really burns my bacon. Like seriously, I don't like it. I don't like that feeling. But so the King of Pentacles reverse, it's like feeling like you're not man enough, and you don't really want responsibility, not enjoying responsibility. And the Knight of Swords is someone who doesn't take responsibility for what comes out of their mouth or what they do. It's like rash energy, charging forth without caring about like the consequences of your actions, you know. And it looks like your mouth or what you do makes you have to pay for things later on that you end up regretting having to take responsibility for. Okay? I'm just going to keep going. In your subconscious mind is the 9 of Pentacles. So what you're really after, truly after, is relaxation and feeling like, you know, everything's in your physical world is taken care of. But the 9 of Pentacles is not saying to relax forever. It's saying, go ahead, do take a break, because you have built up a storehouse of wealth to get yourself to the point where you are right now. And your subconscious mind is your body. And maybe this could denote you actually getting massages or actually doing things to help you relax, because I did see in our synopsis that you could use like some relaxation. Okay, there's things I want to say, but I'm just going to go in order. The Queen of Swords. I don't like that lightning. That seems like it's going to be loud. No sound. There's a sound. That light, I knew it. Oof. He reigns. I love it. The Queen of Swords is in your conscious mind. The 3 of Cups is in your recent past. And then we have the 10 of Swords. You cash checks with your mouth, or I don't know how to say that phrase. You write checks that your ass can't cash. You make promises to people, and you get people all excited and riled up. And then you drop the ball, and it's like you break promise, or you feel burdened by energies that you invite into your life. You're like, hey, we're friends, we're a party, or we're together, or it's like, but you really can't uphold your end of the bargain. And it looks like you want to, but you don't want to. Why do you put so much on yourself, and you know you can only handle a little bit at a time? Or let me just keep going, because there's a lot of people around you, and so I can see why this, and the Knight of Swords would be the type of person to make promises, because at the time, because the Knight of Swords is like, well, right now, it's like in the moment, we're having a good time, so yeah, sure, come on over. Yeah, sure, we can talk. Yeah, sure, I'll be your boyfriend or girlfriend. There's a woman on your mind, or there's a need to take on the Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords is very responsible. So this queen is on your mind to be responsible. And if you are a guy, there's a woman that's on your mind, who most likely you're trying to get off of your mind because she's like, that energy is in your conscious mind that you need to get it together, In the position of you is the Eight of Cups. You would like to leave and never return. If you could, you're like, if I can get out of this, away from these people, they're fun. We're having a great time. It's a celebration, bitch, but I need to go off and do my own thing. And I know if I do that, I'll be breaking people's hearts. I even feel a bit heartbroken or regret. It's like the Eight of Cups reversed is like regret for doing you. In this spread, sometimes the Eight of Cups can mean you want to go, but don't go just yet. No. I'm seeing that the party's over for you. It's been over for you. It's not fun anymore for you. You're like lingering, hanging on, and you could be hanging out with these people, this energy, this lady right here, the irresponsible guy there, the guy that doesn't want to take responsibility, and thinking about something else, like, because the Eight of Cups denotes in certain positions where you could possibly be in a year's time, if you were to go off on your own journey. These people, it doesn't look like they are going with you. Decisions, emotional decisions, decisions that could bring you more harmony in your life, or a decision to not, in any event, it's like the ball's in your court energetically. This is for you in your life. What are you going to do? In the hopes and fears position, you want to be in control. That's the problem here. You want to be in control of the outcome. You want to be, and who doesn't? The master of your ship. But you feel out of control. Maybe you feel controlled yourself. You know, you might feel like there's another person in your world, a father figure, someone who won't, you feel like has maybe a stronger hold on you in your decision making. I don't know. I'm going to pull an oracle card. I'm sorry, digging in my ear. The Knight of Pentacles is the outcome. Not bad. Okay, so this card is saying for you to, it's okay for you to take your time. This is not exciting for you. This is not like, yay. You don't feel like you're going to get to where you want to be anytime soon. You know that it's a long journey ahead of you, and that you can just put one foot in front of the other. It's a contrast between this guy here and this guy here. So it looks like you're learning to differentiate, making empty promises because things feel good now at the moment, and really thinking about like the effort that you're going to actually have to put into something in order for it to manifest. So you have a lot of like Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus type energy. That's what this energy is. And this energy here as well. It's like this is all very masculine with a sprinkle of the feminine here. I can see why you're stressed out. It's like, growing up ain't easy. Having to make decisions that maybe are unpopular, which is kind of what I was talking about at the beginning. It may not be like something that you enjoy doing, but eventually you're going to have to. The Queen of Swords is also about speaking your truth. You're going to have to tell people the truth. Like, okay, look, I know I said that whatever, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. We're all like best friends for life. And we're all going to go into blah, blah, blah together. But I'm really feeling something different. I don't know, like whatever it is you need to say. What is all this? I'm gonna pull from the Whispers of Love. Who are all these people? What's going on? Life Path 9. It's a lot. Life Path 9. Whoop, whoop. It's a lot that came out. I feel like an old lady right now. So, the first card is Have Patience, which reminds me of that 8 of Cups reverse. It says, love is patient and kind, always. And that's true. Have patience with yourself. New love. Okay? Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. And it's like growing out your hair. You have a period where you don't like where you're. That's what I see. Is like it's uncomfortable to be in a position that I see that you could possibly be in right now. It's like other people's expectations are all like surrounding you. You have so many like people around you And you could be feeling like you really need to spend time by yourself, and you need to figure out why it is it's like you're running away from really like giving yourself what you actually need. Spend some quality time together. That's about spending quality time with like loved ones. Listen with your heart. Okay? You are listening. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. And forgiveness. Okay? Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Now, those cards help me understand a little bit deeper as to what's at stake here for you. And so when we're not necessarily talking about romance here, although we could be. We're talking about you learning to trust yourself and your instincts, and you taking a chance to go on your own journey, and you listening to your heart when it comes to the path that you're supposed to be on. And you spending quality time with that path. What you focus on is what you are going to manifest. So if you are spending all your time dispersing your energies amongst people, making promises, maybe people are like mad at you and shit, and like, you know, putting a lot of pressure on you because of stuff you said. That's why when I saw that card at the beginning, the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles reversed, I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, you're effing up when it comes to that. You got to stop doing that. Why are you doing that? And then you end up, because that Ten of Wands is like, y'all putting too much on me. But stop telling people that that's who you are. And okay, now I'm starting to see that you need to accept your limitations. And you also need to accept your own path and where it's leading you. It has nothing to do with other people. It's like you're avoiding loneliness, you know. You're trying to avoid your transformation and avoid making a decision. And then you end up, that's what I'm saying, like your life, I'm not feeling like your life is awful. It's just, it's like, let me see. Let me see. One more pull and I'm gonna let you go. Help me out. What is it I'm trying to say? Show me. What is up? Okay. So the water element comes out, okay? And this is about like love and care and your emotional body. Saraswati comes out. This is what you need to get in touch with. Like your emotional body, your subconscious mind. So you need some deep contemplation and some studying on your own emotional health. Okay? And then the David and Goliath card comes out. It's like that will help you really stand up in who you are, standing up for yourself. You know, slaying that. This is like your emotions are like a Goliath. It's a giant to you. It seems like something that you can't conquer, but this card is saying you have it in you to do it. And it didn't come out reversed. It came out upright. So the David in this card, he has God on his side. He has something that Goliath can't see on his side. It's like, there's no way possible that this little guy is defeating this big giant with a slingshot. It doesn't make sense, right? So it seems like to you, the insurmountable task is you finally taking responsibility here for, because I don't really, for how you actually feel and actually expressing it, you know, and telling the truth about how you feel. There needs to be a connection with your emotional body and your mouth. That's what's missing for you. So that this isn't happening. To where you're like, maybe feeling like avoidance, you know, instead of facing. This is about facing things head on, facing your emotions head on. And it doesn't look like people are necessarily going to hate you or anything for it. You're just uncomfortable. And it stresses you out because you're holding everything inside. Okay? My David and Goliath card did come out. Yay. That's so funny. You can't hardly see it. I haven't colored them in yet. But yeah, okay, so yeah, your heart and your mind. It's like these chakras here, heart, throat, third eye. They kind of need to flow. It needs to be a connection. So go ahead and go get those Reikis and those massages and get to it so that you can have it all. You're on the verge, it looks like, of having it all. You know, you just need to learn this like last little piece. And I'll see you next time. Peace. What's up, personal year number 9? Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to look at 2021. Before we get into your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects, we're going to do a synopsis of, it's kind of like a general energies, and we're going to see what comes out for personal year 9 for 2021. Ladybug in the middle, the rivalry card, which are 2 swords that I haven't drawn in yet all the way. The ladybug is about doing your thing, but this is like really close to the heart, doing your thing. Like, what was your thing when you were a child? What were your dreams? Who are you? What is your like real dreams? You know, that if you could not get paid for anything, like, what is your secret strength? Because a ladybug is like known for its survival instincts and strength in the animal kingdom. And then this rivalry card tells me you might be fighting or somebody might be against you actually like doing your thing, or you feel like you have enemies when it comes to you like being your true self. Okay? I want to lift this camera up a little bit because I'm having to get like really close up on the thing. It's coming, that rain, I love that rain coming down. Okay. Can I scoot back a little bit? Or maybe I need to put this thing up a little bit. Maybe that's better. Okay, that's better for me. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Alright, let's get started. Personal year 9. Ooh. So I just drew this card, and it's a woman carrying her baby, and her man is on her back as well. It's like carrying people who need to learn how to take care of themselves. This should be like, this energy is like, this person needs to be a partner, a help. He needs to get the F off her back and help. Why is he on her back? This card is infuriating. But this happens a lot. That's why I drew this card. It reminds me of a picture that I saw, and I was trying to find it online, but I could not I can't find it. So I drew it. Okay. Life path 9. Okay, messages coming into you from spirit. This is the air symbol for like your altar. We use, a lot of times we use incense on our altar for fragrance, you know, for as a symbol of the air element. And air is about communication. It's about listening. It's here today, gone tomorrow. It doesn't last that long. You have a short period of time to listen. So maybe you need to meditate. And then, honestly, the message is very clear. Gurvi. Okay, this is a feminine guru. So this is a energy of someone that maybe you need to talk to or get advice from. So that you being around someone who is a gurvi or a guru is just healing in itself. And maybe you need to be around somebody who has grown in this area. You know, because this is, I drew this card because this is an energy I see a lot. Okay, where there's one person in the soul tribe, because it's not just about romance. It's one person in the soul tribe that is carrying all this energy and all these people. You know, yeah, it's like you need to listen to your elders, a guide, a guru, someone and their message and communicating to you that this is not healthy. Personal year 9. Protection. Okay. This helps me understand why, because it's coming out reverse. Maybe why this person is jumping on your back. You know, this is a blind spot for you. This is an area where you feel vulnerable. And you need to protect your auric field. Protection, this is a protection satchel. This is a symbol of like protection satchels I make and hang them on my door. You know, fill them with herbs, put them on your door. This tells me that your energy, since it came out reverse, it's like open to people who take advantage of you and your kindness and your strength and your love and your compassion. Purusha card is about your soul. masculine and feminine energy combined, and with this air energy above it, it's telling me you're receiving messages from your soul, maybe your inner guru or inner Gurvi, maybe someone on the outside of you is really telling you who you are and what you deserve. And who you are is someone you have passions, and you're like wasting your energies because you're open on people like this, which will not allow for you to focus on what you really love to do, and going after. A lot of people are really scared of their glory. I might call this card glory. You know, a lot of people are afraid of letting themselves come out and really shine. It's interesting. Us humans. Personal year. Gifts. It's kind of self-explanatory. Your passion, your gifts. This could be gifts being given to you. Angel. Yeah, this card is about you do have protection. You need to call on it. This air symbol could denote you needing to communicate and maybe ask for help, being delivered from what you don't feel protected from. And you do have gifts that connect you to angels, to spiritual beings that can assist you with getting that parasite out of your life. Personal year 9. Okay. So this is a very creative card about you having a lot of creative energy, almost so much creative energy it makes you cry. It hurts because you may not be using it, or it could be like overtaking you. Like you need to get to working on your projects and on the things you want to do, on things your angels are trying to communicate to you, what your soul purpose is, what your life purpose is. And then this David and Goliath card comes out about you needing to stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in, and stand up for and maybe stand up to that bully. This energy seems to like be very bullying to you. You know, like overtaking you. It's the first card. It's the leading card that comes out after all these other beautiful cards here. You know, interesting. And then the church card or the temple card. Most of the time that denotes you needing to kind of delve into ritual, and church uplifts us. It's encouraging. It's like you need encouragement to really focus on your path, go after what you want, and understand that you are gifted. You're better than this. Like everything in this reading is saying that you have the tools and you have everything you need to get away from this type of abuse that you may be experiencing. So let me put these cards to the side. I really needed to. I just drew the David and Goliath card today, and the card with the man on that lady's back like that. That man need to get off her back seriously, or else I'm gonna say something. And I'm the one that drew. And it's interesting that those cards come out. They must have been a needed addition, because I was like, there's certain cards that continuously come out over and over again. I was like, there must need to be some weight taken off of those cards. So I drew those other two. Okay. We're going to get into your physical plane, then your emotional plane, then your mental plane, then your spiritual plane, personal year. Number 9. That was an interesting beginning. So much strength in that reading about your gifts, your passion, and then that dude's on your back like that. Get that man off your back. Yeah. So the 7 of Cups is in the middle, and the 2 of Cups, I'm sorry, it's dark because it's like rainy. I usually have the light of the from that window over there. I'm not used to this. Maybe I don't usually do readings this late either. We have the 7 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. You make bad decisions when it comes to relationships, because the 7 of Cups is about having options emotionally. Like, you're like, I have so many options, I don't know what to choose. And it also denotes addictions as well. Cloudy judgment, head, maybe a fantasy, a head in a cloud. It's like you're trying to make tell yourself that this awful relationship is good for you. I might turn on that lamp over there. Give me a second, so we're not completely in the dark. That lamp should help out. It's all the way over there. Maybe I should lift it up. Hold on, I'm sorry. I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again. And I know that I'm strong enough to know. Alright. That's interesting. Ready. Five of Swords reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. I'm putting it in your direction. And the Hermit. And then the 8 of Cups. Who you saying goodbye to? What you looking at? And then we're gonna get into the emotional. We'll start it off with here, like that. All right, so to start off with, this first card and the 5 of Swords here in the Magician position, is saying that you are doing too much. The Knight of Cups reversed in the Lover's position is saying you're doing too much. Just like that card with the man on the back said, is your lover, the person you have in your life, is actually taking away your attention from the things that you actually want to do. And the things you want to do in the Death position here is the Hermit. You would like to change your whole belief system, change your diet. This is like practical Virgo energy type stuff. It's not that you necessarily want to spend time alone, but you would like to be your own person. You would like to maybe break up with that person, because he's getting on my nerves sitting here with his cup out. You know, fill up your cup, boo. You need to fill up your own cup. That's what this card is saying. This is what This is what you will be working on in the death position in 2021. Thank God. You know, changing the way you eat, changing the way you beginning to walk your walk. And that's what all those beautiful cards were at the beginning. It's like after you really learn to protect your energy and you start taking the advice that you need to take from someone who has been there, done that, you know, that can assist you with your trauma, like a Gurvi or a guru can give you the wisdom that you need, and you need to see that this person is doing, because sometimes we can have somebody on our back and we just love them to pieces to the point to where we're not doing what we want to do. And this Eight of Cups, as we know, it is about you going off on your own journey and doing your own thing and meeting new people, and totally, you could possibly end up making money off of your new belief system, and you actually like following your soul, your passion. But it starts off with you allowing your belief system to change. Okay, so let's get into your emotional wealth here, your emotional plane. Personal year number 9. This ain't nothing but a heartbreak song. Oh. All right, let's see here. Personal year number 9. The Fool's coming out. 7 of Cups is coming out here, not surprisingly. Why am I singing everything? Girl, guess I'm in the mood. Personal year. Okay, good. Pop out, pop up, pop out. When it come out on the side, I'm going to read it both ways. That's how I am. You were born into a family line. And your maternal line, it looks like, and your emotional plane, with a lot of gifts. That gospel singer card most likely means that you are a singer indeed. Not just passionate, but you could very much well be a magician with this energy here. But this 5 of Pentacles reverse in the Lover's position is saying that you feel like enslaved or entrapped by something emotionally. Like you, there's a lot of like not taking action or not moving forward and doing the things you love to do. And again, I can see here in your physical plane and also here your emotional plane that you're taking on other people's energy. With the Fool here in your strength position, reverse, you know, it's saying that it's like you're having this lesson of non-attachment, but that doesn't mean irresponsibility. It means that, you know, non-attachment isn't irresponsibility. Non-attachment is being neutral to what other people, neutralizing your triggers. So maybe instead of feeling guilty for not being able to take care of everybody and do everything, because you want to go after your gifts and you have talents and stuff that you're supposed to use, you know, you neutralize that energy. And most of the time that would be through trauma healing. Like the Gurvi energy we saw at the beginning of you actually going to go get some help, because it's really, you're not going to be happy, because I see here at the end here, you have a possibility of feeling fulfilled because you connected to the community and you shared your gifts, or you will feel burdened that you even have gifts, because it's like a soul tie, or it's like maybe breaking away from even family members and feeling unsupported. It's like you don't have a lot of emotional support, so you give emotional support. That's what I'm gathering. you're giving to other people what you never got. Maybe you have gifts and talents and they're powerful and exceptional and otherworldly, but it's like you're overgiving. You're overgiving and you're neglecting. And whenever I see that in a person, it's because of non-belief in itself, no support, no encouragement. And it's like you would rather have your relationships than have your success or your dreams. Because it's like, it's lonely kind of going after your dreams without people that you love. And so the Seven of Cups is about you finding a new community. The Seven of Cups is in the Hangman position. So it's like you have an opportunity to detach from, not be flippant or not be insincere. It's not irresponsible if people around you need to take responsibility for their own salvation and their own life and their own happiness. You are not to blame if someone hasn't found their legs yet. You know, if someone is grown and they have not been raised, then you are not to spend your life raising them. This is like mentor energy here, either for you or you will be the mentor. Yeah. In your emotional lessons, the Four of Pentacles is about, in reverse, is about not holding back who you are and withholding your energy from other people. Okay? So I'm just going to, my phone said it wants to die or something. I don't know. Let me get my charger. Okay, charging. Oh. Let's move into your mental plane. Life path. No, personal year 9. Mental. Okay. Personal year 9. Oh yeah. See, I'm singing everything, child. I'll take both since they came out. Let's go. Your mental plane. The good thing is that it looks like the fact that you grew up. I'm looking at the Hangman here in the Hierophant position. You grew up in an environment that allowed you to express your creativity. It may not have been a healthy all the way environment or whatever, because of some of the things you struggle with, I see. But you still have your gifts, your talents intact. The issues that I'm seeing here is that you try to control your outcome because you want to take people with you. That's the whole thing with the person on your back. You're willing to let people go on your back. That's what it says here with this Three of Wands. It's saying that you are supposed to maybe mentor people, like this card was saying, this King of Swords, mentor, but you can't make people come along with you. Okay? In the Devil position, this Queen of Pentacles is saying that, much like the Hermit here, you need to put this energy, her energies, this Hermit energy, into your new programming, into your lifestyle. And that could, and the Queen of Pentacles is about self-care. She is about her business, her projects. Like, you really need to, instead of gaining knowledge, it's this Ten of Swords in the Star position reverse is saying that you gain knowledge in order to control things, instead of, it's like you need to learn how to, if something's going to fall apart, and this is hard because you could have a family or something involved in this where, you know, if you don't do everything, then maybe the person will leave you, you know, and you don't want that. This is a big deal. This reading, to me, I don't take it lightly, and I'm not telling anybody what to do because I'm feeling some things here. That's why I'm saying some of the things I'm saying like that, because I'm like, ooh, I understand. I understand. Please pray. Go to your angels, like the cards were saying at the beginning. Get some protection. Go to a Gurvi or a counselor or whatever it is you need to do, because some of this, the position that you have put yourself in, yes, the position you have put yourself in has led you to this point, to where we're having this conversation right now. Okay? This Eight of Pentacles, what position is this in? Oh, it's in the Hermit position. And then the Sun in the Justice position. This Eight of Pentacles in the Hermit position reverse is saying that you feel like nothing you do matters. And then the Sun reverse in the Justice position is saying that you could either have a downbeat attitude evaluation of your life, and it looks like you do. Like you feel, and it's because you do too much. You be doing too much and taking on too much. You know, a lot of your cards here are saying, don't do too much, don't do too little. This is what this King of Cups here is saying in the Judgment position. If you can kind of heal and come from a place of your heart is golden. Your heart is golden. And people may not like your subjective attitude. You know, how you evaluate things in your mental plane. Mainly so that you can, instead of letting things change and unfold naturally, you would like for things to turn out how you want them to turn out. And so you end up, and this is also a belief that why do anything about my dreams? Because it's God's will anyway. Or, you know, well, everything is up to man, so I need to do everything. If I don't do everything, then nothing's going to turn. You need to have a balance in the way you think. It's more like I put effort in, and God will take care of the how and the when and the who. You know, it's say you write a song and you sing the song, or you play the keyboard, you know, or you write the songs and then you release them, and you might learn how to market, and you might learn, you know, different techniques, but you're not in control of who listens to it, how much it sells, or I don't know, maybe you can control how much it sells. I don't know. I know when it comes to my business, the Queen of Pentacles is about business. When it comes to my business, I don't have any control. Dead ass. Like, seriously, if God says that it's over for you, sis, and you need to wrap it up and do something else, then that's what I'm gonna have to do. And I've already started preparing myself to elevate my business, or it's almost like doing something else, because sometimes things come to an end, and it's not personal. It's just what God has planned, the destiny, the goddess, whatever you want to call it. We did not create ourselves, like there's relationships I would like to work out for me, or that I want. There might be guys I like. They don't like me, or they used to like me. They don't like me no more, or I don't like them. We just kind of like play our cards. It's like poker. All right, you play the hand you got to the best of your ability. You keep a great attitude, and you say, thank you, God, that I'm alive, and that I have food, and that I have shelter, and that you know what I'm saying? Pick your battles. It's like you want everything to, why? And you have to ask yourself this. Why do I need everything to go my way in order for me to feel like, God's working in my life? Do you know everything? No. Or else you would not have chosen X, Y, and Z thus far. We don't know nothing, child. We don't know nothing. Just that ignorant, like I just said it. We don't know nothing. We know a little bit about a lot, okay? And I understand, because I'm always researching and studying, and my guys be like, sweetheart, let me school. They be like, let me school you on something. You know enough to do what we want you to do right now, and that's all you need to know. And I'd be like, but what about this, and what about this? And I will withhold a project because I want to know everything. And then when I finally let that go, because eventually I have to let that go. If spirit world don't want you to know something, have something, be something, do something, the door is closed. The door is closed. Like, it's just going to be closed for you. So let's look at your spiritual plane. I get it. I understand. Woo, this is not easy. This is not an easy place to be. You can do it though, okay? If you need assistance, call me. Call me. All right. Spiritual. Personal year 9. Personal year 9 would be an accumulation of all the numbers. That's a big transformation. That's a big karmic. It's like a big slap. You know better. That's life path number 9 is like, you know better. Get it together. That's what that's like. Now, is this? No, this is how this is supposed to go. Okay? That number 9 ain't nothing to play with. That number 9 is a big get it together. All right. Okay, so part of number 9 contention is that 9 energy is really here to help and serve, because you have done it all, seen it all in past lives. Being at this point in your life to where you are a personal year 9. Last year, you were a personal year 8. That was tough. A big transformation and karmic lessons. With those lessons, I'm prefacing this, okay? With those lessons come responsibility on this earth, in this earth plane we're at, we can all see the levels. I hope everyone knows what's going on now at this point in the matrix. So, you know, you start off as a dumb, ignorant, dumb, okay? And then you suffer because you think you can live without God. Then you rise a little bit in consciousness through working on your, be like, you know what? I'm working on myself, getting better, you know. You go through that level. And you work on yourself a little bit, but you're still an abusive bitch, you know. And then you come back the next lifetime and you're not as abusive as you were before because you're getting your ass kicked in the next lifetime and you're being abused and you know what it feels like. And so then you say, hey guys, let's not abuse each other no more. Let's love each other. You know what I'm saying? And then you realize that the only way to not hurt people is to detach and to connect with God and not try to get your needs met from humans, because it's impossible and it causes suffering to make someone responsible for your needs at all. And vice versa. It's suffering. Okay? So the game is to liberate ourselves from suffering and to stop thinking that we're separate from God. That God isn't enough. God is all we need. And whatever God supplies us is what we got, is what we need, and we are grateful. Hallelujah. Get me out of this hell. That's the game. And so this card here is saying that this year, in 2021, that is part of your lesson. It's to understand that everything, and here too, well, this is more of a distortion, but that everything you have learned, everything that you have earned, because the Nine of Wands is about accumulating a certain amount of strength from struggle. And then having a resting point, you know, to where you're like, oh, let me catch my breath, child. This is tough, you know. And so you deserve some contentment because you have earned it, okay? The Four of Cups here reversed in the Wheel of Fortune position is saying that you could really have a breakdown in your family and your relationships with people, because there's a creative split in you, and it's shown throughout this whole reading that you have not been living in alignment with your creativity and your passion. And if you do, I was seeing, when I saw this card here, I was like, ooh, child, that's exactly what I was saying. Oh, whoo, I don't want to be responsible for breaking up nobody's happy home. Anywho, seriously, because I feel it in my, I'm like, ooh, this is real. This is real life. Okay? Bump these cards. This is real life. You need to really get an understanding about what that looks like and what that means for you to live your path. Okay? All right, the Temperance reversed in the Tower position. Forgot, honestly. Hold on. Yeah, the Temperance card is saying that you will have the emotional support and love from spirit that you need in order to heal. And it's so that you can help other people, so that you can pass that energy on to others. And then this Wheel of Fortune reversed in the Fool position is saying that you don't need no one to tell you what your work is. You know who you are and what you're here to do. You're fighting with yourself about it. I'm going to, this is interesting energies. I'm going to pull to round it out. Don't we love fire? I do. It gets out of control sometimes, so gotta watch it. Personal year 9. Round this out, please. This is the Stepping Stones card. It's about you just putting one foot in front of the other. I agree. As if Spirit needs my cosign. A message. Put one foot in front of the other. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your guides. Listen when people are giving you advice. Decide to listen. This is the Joy card reversed. Kind of reiterating what some of these cards were saying about you not feeling like, you know, basically you might feel like life isn't worth living. Like going after what you want isn't worth it. This is a card about manifestation, an enjoyment. You're not getting really any enjoyment out of your life. The Coconut card is about clearing energy. There does need to be a cleansing of negative energy, of negative thinking. There needs to be some decisions, some attitudes change when you make a decision for them to change. Sometimes, you know, you can just say, I decide to make a commitment to my highest self, like marry that decision, and that'll help you go into another direction. Also, you know, some trauma healing, like I was talking about, maybe going to a psychologist. You need to talk to somebody, it looks like. This isn't necessarily the easiest reading. This is I feel stress in my shoulders, okay? Because I'm like, ooh, 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 woo. Okay. Yes. Don't try to hold this all in. I don't recommend that you sit with these energies any longer on your own, trying to handle everything by yourself, doing everything for everyone, and not going after your dreams. That's not right. That's not right. That's not what God wants for you, apparently, in this reading. You're supposed to have a life and fulfillment too. Okay? And then when you don't grow up and go after your dreams, you actually hold other people back. And that's one of the lessons I see with the energy of 9, is that you setting yourself free is setting everyone else free as well. And I know you want it to be pretty and amicable, like a nice process where everyone agrees and everyone shakes hands and everyone still likes each other and loves each other and stays together or whatever. And that's what you're trying to control, and it's tearing you up. So I suggest that you take the steps to work through the grieving process, like that 8 of Cups, of you actually, because it's like making you hate your own gifts or resent the fact that you have a purpose on earth, or you not taking your own gifts and your passions and your mission seriously. Dangerous. Don't try it. You can't fool God. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps someone. I enjoy working with all of you. Enjoy your holiday season. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Peace to you.